Now, when picking a niche, lots of people make the mistake of picking a niche that isn't long-term. In my free course, I outlined the list of things that are actually the long-term niches. The reason you need to pick a long-term niche is because we're not building a business for the next year. We are building a business for the next 5 years, and we want to make sure that we profit heavily and increase our revenue every year for these 5 years. So every single year that we are on YouTube for the next 5 years, we want our income to increase, or at least double. This is going to be our goal, and the reason we're going to be able to achieve this goal is because we're picking a long-term niche. We are picking long-term niches that do not expire, and will be there for a minimum the next 10 years. And the reason they'll be there for the next 10 years is because they'll always exist. So, for example, a niche like cars will always exist. There will always be cars on the road, so that niche will always exist. Finance is a niche that will always exist. There will always be money. Money will always be used. So that niche will always exist. The gym and fitness always exist. There will always be some type of fitness as humans need to maintain their body. Even though these things will evolve, your channel will evolve with them too. So, for example, for the list of niches, you can just check the free course and look at what is there. Because the free course contains all of the long-term niches and niches that will exist for the next 5 years and won't have any fluctuation in them. So make sure that whatever you do, you pick something that's related to one of the long-term niches. If you do not pick something that's in a long-term niche, you are risking your entire YouTube future. And you may do a year's worth of work that will expire in 2 years. So make sure that whatever it is you do, you are sticking in a niche that is continually there. The reason you will need to pick a long-term niche is because you're starting now. And because you're starting now, the people starting in 6 months are going to be at a disadvantage to you. So you need to make sure that whatever niche it is you're in, you're picking a long-term one. Because when people start 2 years from now, your channel is going to have a backlog 2 years of information and data that's going to be viewed and enjoyed by the masses of YouTube viewers. And this is going to give you a huge advantage, and you're going to be able to get the majority of the YouTube revenue in that space because your YouTube channel has been active and dominant in that niche for so long. So make sure your niche that you pick is long-term.